y'all, it's January. That means the Three Rivers Homestead January Pantry Challenge. It's hosted by Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead, and she has a wonderful channel. She has a large family, and she has one baby on the way. So I'm so excited for her, but I don't see how she does it all. I can barely get everything done with 3 little grandsons, and I've got a granddaughter on the way, so I'm excited. But I've got to get organized for the year, and I've got so much stuff. As you can see, I'm in my pantry, and I'm going to organize my pantry here, my candy pantry. I've got 2 freezers outside. I've got an upright and a chest freezer full. I've got a garage refrigerator that's full, and the freezer in the house is full. So I've got a lot of work to do. So I hope you'll enjoy these videos. I'm going to try and share with you some of the things that I do to save money. Love my food saver. If you don't have a food saver, you need to. It does way better than any Ziploc bag. The food lasts for about 3 years. So I'm going to share some of those videos, some tips and tricks. I'm going to do some canning videos this month. It's January, so I'm going to share with you some recipes for canning that are really easy, and you can put on your shelf and takes no time to just grab a jar. And that way I can combine the canning pantry with the prepper pantry in my freezer and make some meals, and I'll share that with you. I hope you will follow along. Let me know if you're joining the challenge, or if you're just following along, or let me know if you have any tips or tricks that I can use during the month of the January Pantry Challenge. So I want to thank Jessica for hosting, and I'm going to turn you around and show you all my inventory getting ready for the Pantry Challenge. I have a lot of things that were from the holidays that I didn't use up, like some Chex Mix or some Chex cereal. I also have lots of oatmeal and grits that I need to use up, and a lot of those oats I'll turn into granola. I've got a lot of Jell-O and some crackers that I didn't use up during the holidays, so the grandkids will probably eat a lot of those up. I've got to work on stocking my pasta. I've used up a lot of pasta. I have some pastas and rices here. I keep a lot of my extra spices back here. I've got breadcrumbs. I've got packets of pizza dough that I like to use up for quick pizzas. I've got some marshmallows here, some candies from the holidays. The boys really love making candy with those Rolos. And here I've got a lot of candy melts and things like that I didn't get to. So hopefully I can make some of those for treats for Valentine's Day. And I've got some Valentine's Day stuff in that tub right there. I've got lots of juices here. I've got vinegars. I've got a bunch of clay right there that we use for the holidays to make some ornaments. I've got my case of Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. I've got cans of tuna, cans of corn, green beans, things like that. I've got all my soups here, and I've got canned milk, spaghetti sauce, all kinds of beans and pastas. Here are my spaghetti sauces, my mayonnaises, peanut butter, stuff like that. All this stuff that I need to use up, because I almost forget that they're back here because I don't have enough room in my kitchen for them. So I have them back here. They're all in my back room. I've got a bunch of ramen that I keep, and that box right there has a bunch of candy that I'm trying to hide from the grandkids so they don't know that's there. And I've got a lot more storage over here. I store some kitchen things here. I've also got some more stuff from the holidays, like candy canes and sprinkles and all those things I'm trying to categorize in the tubs. I've got a bunch of beans. I've got to can more beans. I bought a bunch of box cake mixes that I don't know why, and I didn't use them up, so I've got to use those up. Lots of different candies and things like that for cookies that we were making during the holidays. I got sugars and my flours and things here, all my mixes, my lard. I got another big bag of rice that I need to cook up. I want to cook that up and put it in the freezer and portion it out for quick meals. I've got my canning pantry over here. It is full, but I really need to start using this up so I can get more things, get more room for some things that I'm going to can. I am really going to crank up my canning during this year and try to grow more. More than I did last year in the garden. Lots of potatoes here, tomatoes out of the garden, beans. I've got canned chicken, which I need to load up on more chicken because that's what we use a lot in the kitchen. I'm out of beef, so I got to stock that up.
I've got a bunch of beets where I bought a big huge bag of beets. That's in another video I'll have put down in the description box. A lot of pork. I had a bunch of pork. I found a bunch of pork on sale and canned that up. I also canned up the broth, so I've got plenty of broths to use for soups. It's getting soup season. It's cold, so I'm going to make a lot more soups than I have been. A lot more salsas and some spaghetti sauces, more beets. These are my pinto beans. I canned apples. I've got a bunch of soups and beef stews here, so we're going to have a lot of this for dinners during the month of the January Pantry Challenge. So now I'm going to take you to my freezers and kind of show you what I'm doing here in my refrigerator and in my freezer. I am trying to clean it out. I want to go through all those drawers and see if I can put some meals together here. I've got a lot of stuff from the holidays, a lot of things in the baggies that I've got to go through and figure out what I have. And the good thing is when you buy stuff to make treats with and appetizers and stuff for the holidays, they will go perfect when it comes up to, New Year's. You got that, and then you've got football games where you can make a bunch of appetizers and treats. And then you've got Valentine's Day, so I've got plenty of time to use up all this stuff, like those little mini sausages. The grandkids love those wrapped up in crescent rolls, and I always have those bought up, so even if I didn't use it during the holidays, I've always got something to use them up with, especially in breakfast. So I'm going to take everything out of the fridge, and I'll take everything out of the freezers and put everything back and see what I have and try and make meal plans with that. And you have to do everything the way it suits your family. If you can't do a whole month, don't do a whole month, but at least try to do just a little bit and try to save $25 to $30. If you only have a $100 budget for the whole month, just try and save a portion of that. And I saw a woman on YouTube talking about how she doesn't do the January Pantry Challenge. She just does grocery shopping and goes and looks for the sales. But sometimes when you don't have the money, you really can't afford to buy something on sale. And besides, if you have so much food like I do, why would you want to go and put more in your freezer if you need to clean it out and use the stuff that you already have? So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go through and just look for what I have and see how I can use it up in a meal and try my best to get some of this out of my freezer, so when summer comes in and I'm in my garden and I need to put something up in the freezer, I will have plenty of room. So that is my plan, and this is what I have, and this is what I'm working on during the month. So I hope you will come along. I hope you'll enjoy this pantry challenge season and see what I have in store for it. So hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all in the next video.